Alright, guys, we are back with another manga review. I am your Ice Dragon, Rayron, and I've got the One Punch Man Volume 1. I finally figured out my volume issues, so you shouldn't just be hearing me from the left hand side of the speakers. I do apologize for that. I kind of realized at the last minute when I upload, it's like, oh no. So I think I got that fixed. All my tests have indicated that you should hear me from both left side and the right side now, but I do apologize. Still working with the Audio Technica 2020. Hopefully, I'll get the RE20 EV microphone soon. I cannot wait for that to come in. But other than that, guys, this is my quick spotlight of the One Punch Man Volume 1. Again, I want to remind you guys that I may talk spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, then feel free to pause the video until you actually read this manga. But with that being said, I was quite surprised by this book. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but let's go ahead and read this excerpt here in the back here. So One Punch Man Volume 1. Nothing about Satima passes the eyeball test when it comes to superheroes. From the lifeless expression to his bald head to his unimpressive physique. However, the average looking guy has a not so average problem. He just can't seem to find an opponent strong enough to take on. Every time a promising villain appears, he beats the snot out of them. And with one punch, can Satima finally find an opponent who can go toe-to-toe with him and give his life some meaning, or is he doomed to a life of superpowered boredom? Now, that excerpt pretty much describes this entire book. It is very self-aware of what it is. You basically, it kind of asks the what if you have a superhero that is so OP that with one single attack you can defeat any type of enemy. And it's a very good book, well written. The characters are definitely drawn really well. And one thing I really admired about this book is that some of the villains are just kind of well thought out. Each chapter of this volume has a unique villain that One Punch Man goes up against. And there's one in particular that I really liked. It was like this, insect lady. I can't remember her name, but it was like a wasp lady. But a mosquito. There we go. I couldn't think of the insect. Yeah, mosquito. And it was just so well drawn, so well developed. And you have the superhero who basically one shots everyone, which is hilarious. It kind of reminds me of Deadpool in the humor a little bit, but again, that's probably an icy take. But I definitely respected where this manga is going, and this is definitely one I'm going to continue on reading the series, because I found myself reading this book in one day. So if you want over the top true OP, but definitely it's self-aware, that's part of the narrative when it comes to this particular character, I think you'll definitely enjoy this manga. At first though, it seemed a little bit confusing to me, because at first it felt like the main character here, I apologize. These names sometimes I cannot pronounce, but Saitama. Originally, I thought the One Punch Man was more of an imagination coming from the main character. That whenever he's interacting with the real world, he would imagine himself being this character and just being over the top. But the more I read through this volume, and the more I got the bigger picture, there's actually two stories in one. The way I kind of interpreted it is that you get to see the over the top One Punch Man just one shotting the villains, but then you also get kind of the backstory of how he became one man. So you kind of get two stories flowing through the entire volume, to my understanding. I may not be correct in that, but I got to read a couple more volumes to really give a proper assessment if that's the case or not. But it is funny, it is quirky, it's just dumb fun. And that's the great thing I like about this, is that it knows that it's not taking itself seriously. And really the one problem is that there's really no one villain out there that can take this guy down so far. And it's got me invested. I can't wait to see what are the villains the One Punch Man goes up against. But definitely one that I would definitely recommend if you just like quirky, out of the ordinary, overpowered superhero. Definitely one that I can recommend. But with that, guys, that is basically my quick take of One Punch Man Volume 1. With that, guys, I'll see you on the next video.